Okay, what's up, class? This is a tutorial on Matlab 5, problem 2b. So, while loop that adds integers from 1 to a user input value. Okay. So while instead of 4. Okay. So first thing you're gonna do, n equals input. Please enter an integer greater than 1. Dope. Okay. Close. Express. Okay. And then what's next? Let's try this. I tried this earlier. I didn't think it worked. I'm gonna try it again. Let's see. There. Okay. Now that it has that, what are we doing? We're doing a sum. Okay. So like we did before, that needs to be initialized at 0. And then for a from 1 to n, it's going to be running through, saying sum. Oh, whoops. This is a joke. We're supposed to be doing a while. I'm sorry. Let's get in the habit. While a is what? Less than or equal to n. Okay. Bear with me. So that n equals, or a equals 1, because it starts at 1. So we're going from 1 to n. And the key is not only equals sum plus a each time, so it starts at 1, but then we got to add on to a, so it's the next greatest integer. A plus 1. Okay? And then end. So it's going to be going through this while a is less than equal to. So if it's like, what doesn't make sense, Mr. Lawrence, then just print f sum equal to percent 0 f 0 plus f a decimal because it's just integers. Okay, backslash n new line, close sum. Okay, so now we close that. Whoa, how did I get over there? Okay, so this doesn't make sense. Let's save it. I'm going to run through the breakpoints. That's what I love to do. Okay, and this is tutorial 5, problem 2b. Okay. Let's add a breakpoint right here. Okay, tutorial 5, problem 2b. 4, 3. Okay, now we're here. A is equal to 1, n is equal to 3, sum is equal to 0. Bam. Okay, sum equals sum plus a, so adding 1 to it because we're starting at 1, so 0 plus 1. Now a is going to be equal to 2. Now it goes through again. Sum equals sum plus 2. So it's doing the exact same thing as the for loop that we did before. Except now it's increasing a each time in the while loop, and then the last time sum plus 36. And then now, because a is now going to be 4, which is greater than 3, it goes out of the loop after sum equals 6. Dope. Okay, so now I want to make this a little trick here. And this wasn't necessary for your project, but for your homework. Sorry, just doing something. Okay, but while, look at this. Okay, if n is not or is greater than 1, then it goes in this, right? Okay. Else, it says display error. Please type in integer greater than 1. Okay, so that's the error message. Okay, but the problem is we're trying to go through this loop, quit debugging. Okay, but how do we get it to go back around? So then, I think, end it. Okay, and then here, so let's indent this in. Bear with me, see what I'm working with here. Okay, and then say somehow it's going to have to be a loop where it asks again. So this needs to be asked again. Okay, but you need some type of while loop that keeps it going until it's satisfied its condition. And the one condition that is changing, or the two ones, are sum and a. So if it gets in this if n is greater than 1 it's working, sum is changing. So I say if sum is greater than 0, works and it starts adding 1, 2, 3, whatever to it, then it goes through it. If not, then it ends. Okay, let's press this. Okay. Cool. And now you have this loop. Let's try to run it. Okay. I know it's kind of confusing, but for the gig, okay, T5, P2B, 4. Well, that didn't work. That's embarrassing. This needs to be outside. Maybe no. This is a perfect example to run my breakpoint. You guys hate this, I know, but I love it. So we run it. Okay. 4. Okay, it gets there. 1. A is 1. Oh. Wow. This is completely terrible writing of code. So this is embarrassing to deal with it. I might need to get rid of it, but let's look at it. While sum is greater than 0. So it's going to go out of this every time. And F print F. So, this is embarrassing, but I'm going to go with it because it's, if you're watching this, you can be like, so long as I'm an idiot, or you can be like, oh, I can learn with him through this. But this is not working because I'm never getting in this loop. But I said something is equal to 0, while sum is greater than 0, and I was depending on this changing, but obviously it will never get here to change. So what I'm going to do is create another variable, r equal to 0. So while r is equal to 0, it stays in this loop. Okay. But if it goes in this else, okay, or maybe it goes in here, and this works. If r equals plus 1. Okay? So hopefully what that will do is r plus 1. Hopefully what that will do is increase r once it goes in this if, else still r stays 0. So let's go back through it again. Okay? This needs to go not here, because it shouldn't happen if they do it correctly, but here. Okay? So if it's true, it goes through here, r increases by 1, it's done the sum, and it exits because r is now not equal to 0. Now, if it's not true, it goes here, displays error, asks for new input, doesn't add to r, so it keeps going. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's run it and see if it works. Okay, this is on. Cool. Okay, because it's actually equal, not assignments. Okay, run. Okay, greater than 4, sum equals 10. Now let's do run. Enter 0, 1, 2. Awesome, it worked. Yeah, so there's a reason I kept it going. I actually did take a pause and think about it. I'm like, man, I'm being not very smart, not thinking this through, but I want to figure out how I can do it. So once again, I created this R, so it allowed to go into the loop, because the sum wasn't allowing it to enter the loop. And then if it goes through here, does it correctly, goes through the right if, one is add to R, so it changes, so it actually, if not, R doesn't change and it stays in the loop. Okay, so this is how to do it with a while loop. I hope this helps. Sorry for making a lot of mistakes.